poor of the poorest people that we have in South Africa, the recovery is going to take long. The impact of COVID-19 has just been devastating. So we were basing ourselves firstly on the information that we're getting as we sit in the meetings of the net joints as well as the NCCC, and we're looking at what was coming, which we are now in right now. We are in the third wave, and I think when I spoke there, I think this issue of a peak in October, I think that is not correct actually, because we are in the third wave already right now. I think that was just a small mistake that was made there. We are in the third wave, and therefore we still are waiting to see whether it is going to be possible to extend the 350. And the basis for our request is those that did research around the impact of the 350 to families. We felt that if we are going to be getting into the third wave, if we are going to be seeing people losing their jobs, as we can see how much people have lost their jobs, and we're also considering that it's really going to take time for people to get back to normal jobs. And here we are now. We are in the third wave, and I'm sure you've also been listening to the data, the facts and the figures as to how many people have lost their jobs, in particularly how much young people are unemployed. So we wait and we engage, but we are committed to continuing and engaging. But I do want to say that we are also very conscious of the financial constraint and the financial strain that Treasury is also going through. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister. Aviwe, sorry, not Aviwe. Ignatius, still no questions on WhatsApp. We have one. Let's take that.
Thank you, Chair. I have Mary Ann Khotsana from Ground Up News. It's directed to the Minister. She says, can the Minister please clarify regarding the Stimulus Relief Fund? Does the second chance given by the department also apply to ECD practitioners that had not applied in the beginning? Can they apply now? Or is it just those who have applied and received text to correct their information? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Maybe let me provide the response to that. Do you have a last one? Because of time.
Yes, there's another one, just
Okay,
came in now,
take the last one.
from Molimo, from SABC News. It says that child and youth-headed households are some of the hardest hit as their country grapples with the third wave, and obviously their situation has been worsened by the pandemic. Are there any extra interventions taken to further address their needs? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Okay, Isabella. I'm going to ask Isabella to come and assist us with the response to the ECD, and then we'll ask the Minister to come in on the other one. Thank you very much. Isabella?
Thank you very much. Good morning, Minister, Deputy Minister, Acting DG, MECs that are also online, colleagues and the people of South Africa. With regard to the ECD stimulus package, currently we are going to only allow those that have applied for the stimulus package, those that have received, SMS. Because the rollover that we applied for was basically for those that have applied, and the funds are limited to that. So if we open for new applications, I think we won't be able, to cope with that. That's with regard to the stimulus package. The issue of the children, the child-headed households, I think we are quite aware that there are various programs that are put in place, an initiative by government. The issue of food relief, just to mention one of it, those children will benefit from that. But however, we also as the department have got our own initiative the community-based prevention and early intervention program that was used to be called Isibindi, where our child and youth care workers are at the forefront, and we've got, those facilities that are doing very well, are taking care of those children, and even the single-headed, we have seen the single-headed parents during the Child Protection Week. Minister had an opportunity to engage with one of the fathers who are heading, the families, who had a testimony of saying that the programs that we have put in place are really making a significant impact, in the lives of, the child-headed household and the single-headed parents. So those programs will be utilized, to ensure that we deal with the issue of the child-headed households. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sisebenza sonke, and one of the things that I would like to also indicate is the fact that we trying to strengthen the coordination between ourselves as national, provincial, and local structures. We also trying to strengthen our monitoring and evaluation at national level to make sure that issues of child-headed households are dealt with by the local people at a local level, because we are here at national. The people who see these on daily basis, as it has been indicated, those are the people who are at the local government. And it is for this reason that as a department, firstly, we agreed that we need to strengthen our portfolio, so that what SASSA needs to do, what NDA needs to do, what the national department itself has to do is properly coordinated, so that we reduce, for instance, the challenges of wastage along the line. But also I'd like to really thank the NGOs and NPOs out there. Besides the centers that we are talking about, we've got a whole lot of goodwill among South Africans, and I'm saying this out of the experience of visiting some of these centers and seeing that what we are providing as the department and as a portfolio might not necessarily be adequate, but I'm also aware that there are foundations that are doing the best that they can to make sure that they support our centers. But there are foundations who also have data about the child-headed households, who always go to those homes and drop food and also engage. And lastly, I also want to thank the social workers in this particular point, because it is the social workers, as I experienced in Johannesburg, it is the social workers who go to the centers we are talking about, but also it's the social workers who go to the homes which are child-headed households. I just believe that as South Africans collectively, if we want to see the change that we want to see, we've got to be able to pool our resources together, government, private sector, the public, as well as those who would want to contribute towards a better South Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. And thank you for confirming indeed the fact that all child protection services of the department are in place and fully operational, and indeed through the assistance of NGOs, and our provinces are working hard in this regard. And thank you also for appreciating the work being done by our social workers on the ground. And of course, the Minister made the call that members of the public can indeed contact the department in instances where there are children who may be destitute, etc. So thank you very much for that, Minister. We don't have any more questions. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for participating in this very important media briefing. Minister, thank you. Deputy Minister who's joined us virtually, MECs who may have joined us virtually, our CEOs of SASSA and the NDA, and all members of the public, and of course members of the media. Thank you very much. We bring this media briefing to a close. Thank you.